Hi, today I'm reading a book called Red. It's a story about a crayon, and it's written by Michael Hall. And I like this story a lot because it's for anyone who has ever felt different or not accepted for the way they just are. I hope you enjoy it too. He was red. At least that's what his label said. But he wasn't very good at it. So here's a drawing that he was doing, and it was turning out to be a different color, which happens to be blue. And Olive said, "Oh dear." His teacher thought he needed more practice. "I'll draw a red strawberry, then you draw a red strawberry. You can do this, really," his friend Scarlett was saying to him. And so here are the strawberries that Scarlett and Red drew. These are the strawberries that Scarlett drew, which turn out to be a reddish scarlet color. And here are the strawberries that Red drew that turned out to be blue. So he asked, "Like this?" "Oh my, let's try again," the scarlet crayon said to him. His mother thought he needed to mix with other colors. "Why don't you two go out and draw a nice round orange?" "A really big one," Yellow said. "A really orange one," Red said. So the two of them went and mixed their colors, but they made a big greenish one. Yellow said, "Yuck." Red said, "Oops." Instead of the painting to turn orange, it turned to be green. His grandparents thought he wasn't warm enough. "Your class is making self-portraits for Parents' Night. Wear this warm red scarf." They made him a little red scarf. And his grandparents were silver and gray. And when he put it on, they said, "Nice, it's so you." But it so wasn't. The other work that the other kids had done this was done by Goldie, and this was done by Teal, and this was done by Purple. But Red's painting turned out to be blue. And here's orange, and this is green. The grandparents said, "Oh dear me." Everyone seemed to have something to say. Amber said, "Sometimes I wonder if he's really red at all." Hazelnut said, "Don't be silly. It says red on his label." Cocoa Bean said, "He came that way from the factory." Fuchsia said, "Frankly, I don't think he's very bright." Grape said, "Well, I think he's lazy." Army Green said, "Right, he's got to press harder." Steel Gray said, "Really apply himself." Sunshine said, "Give him time. He'll catch on." "Of course he will," Sea Green. So others were judging him, some were criticizing, and some were encouraging him. But he didn't catch on. Green was drawing green frogs, and Black was drawing black sheep, and Brown was drawing a brown cow. But Red wanted to draw a red ant, but instead it turned out to be a blue ant. All the art supplies wanted to help. The masking tape thought he was broken inside. "This will help hold you together." So they put a little masking tape around him to hold him together. The scissor thought his label was too tight. "One snip should do it." "I thought he wasn't sharp enough." "Stay still now." The sharpener was trying to sharpen his lead. But none of it worked. Even with all our help and all his hard work, everything was still turning out to be blue. We just couldn't get the hang of it. Here's green, here's yellow, and this is supposed to be red, but it turned out to be blue. And now Red was getting really frustrated and he didn't want to try anymore. One day, he met a new friend. "Will you make a blue ocean for my boat?" Barry asked. "I can't. I'm red. Will you try?" So he did. "Thank you. It's perfect." "You're welcome. It was easy." And he didn't stop there. He drew bluebells and a blue bird and blueberries and a blue whale and blue jeans. I am blue. He was, crossed out the red, he was blue. And everyone was talking. Olive said, "My son is brilliant." Amber said, "Who could have known he was blue?" Hazelnut said, "I always said he was blue." Cocoa Bean said, "It was obvious." Berry said, "His blue ocean really lifted me." Sea Green said, "All of his work makes me happy." Brown said, "His blue strawberries are my favorite." Apple Green said, "He is so intense." And Yellow said, "I'm going to make a green lizard with him, a really big one." Gray said, "I hear he's working on a huge new project." And Scarlet said, "He's really reaching for the sky." And he really was. And I think this book teaches us that each of us has a special gift. We just need to find that. Thank you for listening. I hope you've enjoyed it. Bye-bye.